This afternoon, a 5.1 magnitude earthquake struck the south coast. According to Emergency Info BC, it struck close to Sechelt this afternoon at 1:26. In Vancouver, here's some details. Here, what we can tell, based on what we're hearing, is how widely the earthquake could be felt.
Karen, I thought someone on the ceiling, below us, was just bashing the floor, and I had no idea it was an earthquake.
So, a bit terrified.
In parts of Vancouver Island, up Squamish into the Cedar Sky, and throughout Metro Vancouver on the Sunshine Coast, it was felt almost everywhere. And the experience you had with this earthquake truly depends on where you were. Some claim to have felt their houses tremble. No one else who was driving felt it at all. However, we can tell you that despite decades of being advised to expect a big one, this was not it. We live in the Pacific Northwest. If there had been an earthquake of magnitude 5.1 as they indicated, the skyline behind you would have looked completely different. On the Sunshine Coast, the EPI Center was close to Sechelt. We asked our expert for some further information. Here we were told. According to our expert, it seems that this is quite superficial. According to the estimates you are seeing, the depth is about 10 kilometers. This would be one of the minor types of crustal earthquakes that occur in this Stiditz. Since this one is fairly far from that site, and very minor in comparison to the ones we could predict, folks occasionally hope that it may relieve some of the strain on a big one. They are any reports of harm that we should be aware of. So far, there have been no complaints of harm. Every municipality is being contacted by our global news team to confirm. There have been reports of damage in Sechelt, Squamish, and everywhere else, so the answer is definitely no. We have not received any complaints of damage as of yet from the people we have contacted. However, one of our cameramen just so happened to be in the district fire hall, which is a wanted person in the North Vancouver district. While he was there, for another story, their emergency system was activated by the sirens. Therefore, all of the fire trucks in the North Vancouver district are currently out inspecting certain areas that could be vulnerable. They have visited a few schools. Just to be sure there was no damage, they climbed Grouse Mountain. According to BC Ferries, the ferries that are scheduled to arrive in Horseshoe Bay and Langdale are currently being detained in order to confirm that the dock is undamaged. The Sunshine Coast is still experiencing minor tremors this afternoon, but not as much as the lower mainland. However, when we learn more about these events throughout the evening, we will provide the most recent information. In Vancouver. Thank you for trusting us, and we wish you a very good night.